job requirement for some careers, and that's certainly true for paramedics and emergency medical technicians. CBS 19's Dana Hughey finds out what physical requirements it takes to protect you in an emergency in tonight's Fit City Report.
There's more to saving lives than just written tests. At ETMC EMS, both paramedics and EMTs must pass an agility test that assesses their strength and cardiovascular fitness before they're ever hired.
All right, let's go.
Before they do CPR on you, potential East Texas Medical Center EMTs must be able to do 10 minutes of compressions on a dummy.
That's just to exercise the cardiovascular part of the test to see if the heart can sustain 10 minutes of CPR, and then we check the vitals afterwards to make sure that they're not exceeding the body's limits.
Shaun Jackson passed ETMC's agility test 3 years ago.
The best way I could describe it is probably challenging.
Seconds count when Shaun and his fellow EMTs are trying to save a life. That's why ETMC applicants are also tested on their ability to move quickly.
One of the tests we do is crawling
through untraditional spaces. In real-life situations, EMS workers lug around 40 pounds of life-saving equipment. They've got to be able to do that up 3 flights of stairs.
As far as the testing goes, the hardest part is that 250-pound two-person lift. 1, 2, 3, lift.
Mark Zajac is an ETMC physical therapist who helped create the agility test for their employees.
If they're not fit enough to pick up the people and they're having to wait for somebody else to do the transfer, somebody else to do the lift, I mean, those are precious seconds that are wasted, and so we want to protect the patient.
And save lives. Having a staff of paramedics and EMTs who are physically fit to do that is a priority. Mark Zajac with ETMC tells me it's also important for their new hires' safety that they're physically strong enough to lift patients, because if they're not, they could also get hurt. Back to you.
Thank you, Dana. Mark Zajac did my physical therapy when I broke my leg, so I know he knows what he's talking about. Now, ETMC EMS gives prospective EMTs and paramedics this test only after they've passed all of the job analysis, chart reviews, and the testing. If they cannot pass it, they are not hired.